Hey everyone out there, this is Mark Weiss. You're tuned in to CMS TV. Don't go anywhere. Stay there.
The big Sturgis bike rally happened.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I think this is the last weekend for it. It happened over the last 10 days.
Yeah, Ron Keel was out at it.
Was he?
Yeah, he
All
played.
right. I wasn't aware, but
Yep.
okay. But the whole big Sturgis bike rally, that bike rally over the 10-day period had like 250,000 people
Okay.
come to this thing. And the media, of course, the biased media, they have to make it out like it's like the gathering of the devil worshipers or something, because a lot of the people, or most of the people there, were just like, yeah, fuck this virus.
Right.
We're doing this thing, And so the media, whoever the media is, they go to this bike rally and they're walking around and going, you guys aren't social distancing. You're not wearing masks. You're not, following these guidelines. And a lot of the backlash that, the people who attended this rally, most of them just like, I came from Georgia, or I came from Texas, or I came in from Florida, or, they came from all parts of the country.
Right.
And a lot of the people who they interviewed for this, for the shocking revelation that these biker people were gathering at Sturgis, they weren't wearing masks, and they weren't social distancing, and they weren't doing this and that and the other. I read this article, which I was surprised that they actually published, because it didn't follow the narrative.
Okay.
But a lot of the people that they interviewed, or most of the people that they interviewed, they go, yeah, I'm from these parts of the country, wherever they're from. Yeah, I don't know anybody who's had this thing. I'm not seeing it. I don't know anybody who's had this. And here it is that I've been, obviously I've been going to work. My business is not shut down.
Sure.
And I do this every day, and I go out in public, and, so on and so forth. I don't know anyone who's had this. Nobody. And I'm not saying it's not real, but my point is, it's not quite as widespread as they would have you believe.
Sure. Okay.
They would have you believe that people are dropping dead in the streets like The Walking Dead or something.
Right.
And that's just not true. So the shock and the outrage that these bikers were coming into Sturgis, and they're not wearing masks and social distancing, and they were just partying like the coronavirus just didn't even exist, was just shocking, and it was outraging.
Horrible.
It was horrific.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of funny to hear these people go, yeah, I came from, whatever part of the country. It's like, yeah, I'm not seeing that anywhere. I haven't seen that. I don't know anybody who's like that. I'm not afraid of this. Yeah. It's like, what's your problem?
No, I get it. It's, I mean, I'm not out and about because I really don't want to deal with the mask thing. Yeah. But, I don't see my neighbors dead in their yards or anything. So I assume everybody's fine. I don't see anybody, rushing back and forth to hospitals or anything. They're all fucking fine.
Yeah. Fuck this show. We're not doing this tonight after 15 minutes, but here he is, my partner and friend, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
You gave me time to finish watching that Richard Jewell movie.
The bomber in Atlanta who supposedly was trying to blow up the Olympics.
I watched that movie, and all I got was he was a big dumb oaf.
Yeah, he was. He was a big mama's boy.
Just a big dork.
But yet he was smart enough to be the bomber.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. Now, obviously, the movie had a very hard spin against the government and whatever on it, but man, that guy was a fucking moron. What a dope.
Yeah, he was a mall cop.
Yeah, he really was. He was just
he was Paul Blart.
Yeah, and now he's Paul dead.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh, when did he pass away?
2007.
Oh, yeah, heart attack or something.
Yeah, heart attack, diabetes or something.
Yeah,
you know, something related, something I can relate to. Dying of fatness. You know, he died of some fat disease. But,
some fat disease.
Well, that's what it is. What is diabetes and what is a heart attack? It's fat guy disease.
Well, that isn't always the case.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, I'll agree. Our good friend long-haired Mike, he died of a heart attack, and he was a skinny fucker.
Yeah. Well, all I know is when the guy is as big as that guy or me, and they die of fucking diabetes or a heart attack, it's sure not eating salad.
Yeah, that was kind of expected.
Yeah, nobody ever says, man, that guy ate too much salad. That's what killed him. All the salad he was eating.
Yeah. He died of salmonella.
Yeah. He died of anything but salmon, that's for sure. He ate salmon. He died of fucking Snickers.
Sure. Snickers and Pepsi.
Yep, Snickers, Pepsi, cake, cookies.
Right.
He died of pizza disease.
Right. Pizza Hut.
Yep. What'd you die of? Wings.
I ate a lot of bad shit. I smoked cigarettes. I drank lots of alcohol, and I ate a lot of bad fattening food.
Yeah. And now I'm dead.
Yeah.
Now I'm finally on a diet.
Well, I'm sure he couldn't have been that old when he passed away. Yeah.
44.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah. He died, and the chick that put out there that he was the suspect, the chick that I guess in the movie fucked the FBI agent to get a story. That was kind of the spin they put on it anyway. That Kathy Scruggs.
Okay.
She fucking died of morphine overdose.
Really?
Allegedly because she was so upset about, being exposed as a piece of shit for ruining this guy's life.
Well, for being a whore.
Well, being a whore, but also for being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
She just said, fuck this guy's life. I'm going to get the story.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to get that Pulitzer Prize, man.
Well, boy, they really prettied her up in the movie. They had Olivia Wilde play her, who's pretty hot. But then I looked her up. In real life. Ugh, just yuck. She was just a yuck. She had to throw that pussy around for free just to get it hit.
Well, she, again, this goes back to the Chris Aiken-isms. Doesn't matter how old or how unhot or how ugly you are. If you're slinging that pussy, some guy will bang it.
Oh, yeah. Some guy will fuck it. That's for sure. And clearly that was the case with Kathy Scruggs.
Because she was just the last name Scruggs.
Well, it was 1996 and she still had 1988 hair.
Right.
She had the big poofy, stupid haircut.
Yeah. Was her father Earl?
Could have been. I don't know.
Scruggs. The Beverly Hillbillies. Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, she was from Atlanta, so maybe.
Wow.
That's South.
Isn't it? It is. Yeah, absolutely. It's in Dixie. Yeah, I said Dixie out loud on a mic.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they had a Confederate flag in the fucking movie.
I would imagine they did.
Can't imagine that I can't figure out why the movie wasn't banned, and I had to subject myself to such stuff. I felt pain watching that Confederate flag on the screen.
I'm sure you did.
I was affected.
I'm sure you were. No, down at Stone Mountain today, there was a rally, and they closed off Stone Mountain because they were so afraid of the backlash because the people who are, in this country who are exercising their freedoms of speech, they were showing up at that Stone Mountain, which, euphemizes General Lee in the Confederate War.
Okay.
It's horrific. It's terrible. And they were flying Confederate flags there.
Right.
A symbol of hate.
Well, They should have started tearing down some statues and spray painting BLM on shit. Then it would have been acceptable.
Well, the fortunate and unfortunate thing, depending on what side of the fence you stand on,
this
is carved into the side of a mountain.
Yeah, well,
so there's no tearing down a mountain.
Maybe, get up there with a little chisel or something, start hacking off a nose or something.
Hacking off a nose.
Oh, whatever.
Look, I took General Lee's nose off. I destroyed that monument, pals.
Got rid of that fucker.
Yeah, nobody's gonna have a picnic out in front of this mountain anymore.
Yeah, now he's General Michael Jackson.
Right.
That noseless fucking look.
Exactly. Wow. Okay. Well, I haven't watched that documentary yet.
Which one?
The one you're watching.
Oh, the Richard Jewell thing?
Yeah.
No, this was actually a real movie, not a.
It's sort of like a docu-movie, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you would never watch it because it's a docu-movie, not a true documentary.
I don't understand the whole reenactment of a situation when the actual footage is usually available.
Sure.
It's like, why reenact a real scene?
Well, for me, it was good to look at Olivia Wilde's ass as she walked back and forth. That was pretty good.
Well, let me ask you something.
All right.
Obviously your Browns used to be your favorite football team.
Mm-hmm.
And say the Browns had a rich history of going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
All right. Since the Super Bowl was, established in the late 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that they were like my Steelers who went to the Super Bowl 6 times.
Yeah. Let's keep living. Let's keep living in the past. Okay.
Well, let's just pretend that the Browns actually went to a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And say it was some stunning upset victory, kind of like the 1985 Chicago Bears or something, which everybody worships. What was it?
Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon.
Right.
Would you watch a movie that reenacts the Super Bowl?
Sure.
Would you?
Sure.
Why would you do that, especially when it's like available like on YouTube or something?
Because I watch all that kind of stuff, whether it's Slapshot or Major League or, you never watched Major League?
I love Major League, but it really didn't reenact the Yankee or the Indians going to the.
No, but it was. I would watch. Sure, I would watch it. I watch all that kind of shit.
Okay, just ask a question.
Two of my favorite movies are the movies about 9/11. The United 93 and the one with Nicolas Cage as the fucking fireman. Whatever that was called.
I would have never watched either one of those movies.
Yeah, I watched them both. I love them.
Really?
Great. I think it's great.
Yeah, there's so much 9/11 real footage out there to watch a movie about it. It just takes away from me.
Oh, believe me, I've watched every ounce of 9/11 action.
I know you have. I mean, you and I have discussed it on a few occasions.
But I'll certainly go and watch. Yeah, World Trade Center. Yeah, it was great. It was great getting to feel the emotion between him and the other guy that were trapped under the rocks and the dramatic reenactment. It was great. I felt like I was right there trapped with them.
Yeah, you might as well watch OJ and Burning Inferno.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Look at that throwback.
Dude, I've watched a bunch of OJ movies too.
I'm sure you have.
I just recently watched again the People versus OJ Simpson, so I could get the backhanded action.
Right.
So I could feel what Marsha and Chris Darden were going through as they battled the Dream Team.
Yeah, look at that. A white woman and a black man working together, hand in hand, arm in arm.
Well, that's back when we did those kind of things.
Right, of course.
Before everybody became racist.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When it was never an issue before.
No. Well, it was. We just didn't, our white privilege didn't let us see it.
But nobody questioned it ever.
You're not looking forward to 3 years from now when the new movie Antifa comes out?
No, absolutely not.
Starring Shia LaBeouf and I don't know who's a good black actor. Is there one?
See, that's your white privilege talking right there, because you can't think of a good black actor.
The return of Jussie Smollett in Antifa.
Right.
The Jussie Smollett story. I'll bet you there's a Jussie Smollett story coming.
I'm sure there is.
I'm positive there's. Denzel Washington is Jussie Smollett.
Right, of course. Well, because of this this real person, this Kim Fox.
Yeah.
Who's the prosecutor here in the in the Cook County area.
Mm-hmm.
That guy should be in jail.
Well,
but
we can relive that in dramatic fashion with the new movie Antifa.
Why couldn't Jussie Smollett be George Floyd?
Frozen Noose, the Jussie Smollett story.
Right.
He was a black man just out to get some Subway.
Right.
When white power took him over.
Right. And MAGA country ascended on his humble abode.
MAGA, bitch! Did it happen? Of course, they'll spin it that it actually happened.
Yeah, of course.
The news media tried to cover it up, but Jussie Smollett was a hero.
Yeah, right. Because the news media is so much on the Trump side, right?
The hero he was, he took the blame and rose his aunt, Kamala Harris, into the vice presidency of the United States.
Right.
The Jussie Smollett story, frozen at Subway.
So funny.
And before I go, shout out to the Classic Metal Show. I did an interview on there yesterday. Dudes are intelligent, awesome, prepared, funny. Please check them out. Classic Metal Show. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.